Hi, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Coffee with Tea. I'm your host, Tonia Tyler, and I'm excited about my guest today. She is big on the green products and cooking and gluten-free cooking and stuff like that. I met her, let me tell you a little bit about Ms. Rhonda. I met her through the eWomen networking group. Great group. Recommend if you have it in your city, check it out. That's where you met host of beautiful women who are running their business. So Ms. Rhonda agreed that she would join me today. So I would like for her to really explain to you a little bit more about what she does, what kind of products she brings, and what she can do for you. So without further ado, I really like to announce or bring to the beautiful recording, Ms. Rhonda Hamall. Hello, Ms. Rhonda. How are you?
Hi, Tonia. I'm great. Thank you so much. What a nice introduction. I appreciate that.
Well, thank you, thank you. I love reading on some of your information, and I think I can't do justice for what you do. So I'm going to let them know a little bit about some of the great products that you bring to the table and some of the great
Okay.
services that you're offering. So
Wonderful.
my first question is always want to know, how are you managing this quarantine period? I know you have 3 teenagers, am I right? And your husband. So
Yes.
how are you all handling this stress?
Well, that's really such a great question. And of course, everyone can attest to it's just a very new, different normal. So all of my kids and our 2 puppies. So our 3 teenagers, we have a freshman from college, we have a senior in high school, and we have a 7th grader. So not only are they all working from home online, but they all have a little different time schedule. So every morning we kind of put on dry erase boards who has a live win so that we know to be respectful, because we are all in different spaces, but someone's always got to be available to let the dogs out. Seriously. Because we do have 2 puppies. My husband works from our home office in the basement. I work from my office that's upstairs. And then I have my youngest daughter adjacent to me. I wanted her to have a place that was filled with light, because that's important. They're doing something so unbelievably different by having online school. And I wanted her to be in a place that was light filled. I even put a plant on her desk. So
That's
just
great.
trying to make it as nice and cozy and as homey as I could for her to, and they've all done really well embracing this new normal.
Mm-hmm.
But I do probably see a diffuser over my shoulder. We diffuse a lot of essential oils to help keep our moods up. And it also helps to clean the air, which I really love. Right now I've got peppermint and rosemary because that helps me focus.
Okay, okay. So I mean, I know to being in the house with managing 3 teenagers enough is stressful enough. But you also celebrated 22 years of marriage just recently.
Yes, we did. Thank you for
So
mentioning that. It was a lot of fun. It was by far, could never have imagined the pandemic of our 22nd anniversary. So our youngest daughter made us a cake. And we actually had leftovers for dinner because we were cooking up a storm. So we had leftovers. We did have lunch together. It was a beautiful rainy day, but it was fun to look back and to think about so much that's happened in the past 22 years. So
wow.
it's really a testament, when you start thinking about the passage of time. And people always say that you can tell how quickly time moves when you start looking at little kids and how fast they grow. Same thing with
Right.
puppies. But when you start looking back, and I'm sporting my COVID-19 a little grayer look. So when you start
So
looking
am
at
I.
those
So
pictures
am I.
from 22 years ago, you're like, oh, wow, that was a long time ago. So
On that, I just a little sidebar. What would you say would have been the key to making the marriage last for so wonderful? I mean, we hear a lot of people separate. So what would you say was the key to making it to the 22-year mark?
that's an excellent question. And boy, I've not even shared with you. This has been a really powerful year. This last year, we've had just our ups and our downs. Our oldest child graduated from high school and then moved into college. And then we have another senior right behind. And we put our house in the market because we thought maybe this was the best time to sell our home. And then it didn't sell, which was really the best thing that could ever happen to us because we didn't really want to sell our house. we were trying to fix something that needed to be fixed without communicating with the things that we should be fixing. Does that make sense? We thought selling the house would be like a big way to improve a lot of things in our lives. And we just really had to have a lot of really difficult conversations to find out, you know, people change a lot in 22 years. You had to find out where you are, where he is, what do we want to do, where do we want to go. My business now has become really popular, which is exciting and wonderful. But I'd been a stay-at-home mom for 16 years and then got started with essential oils. So that, you can imagine, has dramatically changed how everything works in our family. And we've been able to do that. I can be supportive for you, you can be supportive for me, and it works out really well. As a sweet comment to my husband, on Saturday, on our anniversary, we also got our company, doTERRA, announced a birthday bonus because our anniversary is the birth date of doTERRA. And they did a birthday bonus. And so Saturday was a really busy day for me, answering questions and helping people with getting this birthday bonus in. And my husband did my laundry, which was really sweet. So, you know, you just have to find a way to say, this is working, this isn't working. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about that. We've also put in our phones, we put time to have lunch together once a week. And we have a time if the kids come in, you know, and come in the middle of a conversation, we'll just say, you know, we're having a conversation. We'll get with you when we're done, because you have to take that time. If you don't make that time for you and your spouse, the time is never going to present itself and say, oh, here it is right now, take this time. You have to be sure that you're using that time wisely.
That's wonderful. You know, like to know, you know, it's positive things to hear people lasting for so long, you know, because like, so we hear a lot of the doom and gloom about marriage is not working the way it is. So it's always wonderful. So congratulations to you and your husband.
Thank you. Well, I want to be sure that people know marriage is no joke. That forever stuff, it is no joke. There are days when you're like, seriously? I mean, I know he looks at me and goes, wow, will she please stop talking, you know? But it is, we're two totally different people. My husband is a brilliant guy. He's an engineer. And I'm creative and I love making things pretty and helping people and nurturing. That is my strong suit. We really are a great team, but we really certainly had to figure out how to balance this out so we could both be the best version of ourselves and then also be the best husband and the best wife and the best parent we want to be. So.
Right. So talk a little bit about how the oils came about. I was reading that 2 of your 3 children had celiac. What is celiac?
Celiac. So my oldest and my youngest have celiac disease. And my middle child likes to say that she escaped the family curse by not having it. But celiac disease is basically an allergy to wheat and gluten. And wheat and gluten are in everything. And we don't even think about it until you have to think about it. So anything that has a long shelf life, a lot of processed foods, any type of flour has the gluten. It has gluten in it. So we use a lot of coconut flour. We use gluten-free flour. We make our own blends. My husband made a blend last week that was a new blend he found online for pancake mix, and put together like what would be 4 days worth of pancake mix with baking soda and baking powder and all the good stuff in that. And it really was just incredible. But it's really changed everything about our children's health by getting them on a gluten-free diet. And it also changed because I noticed early on that our children would be reacting with the chemical cleaners we were using when I would be cleaning the house. They would start getting upper respiratory infections because they do have a compromised immune system by having celiac disease is an immune disease. So we started a long time ago with green cleaning just because it helped our children. So my motto is, if you can't eat it, you can't clean with it at my house. So That's how we do that. But so the celiac disease led into helping people with gluten-free recipes. I was very fortunate that this has been we're going on 11 years since we got that diagnosis. And 11 years ago, you couldn't find a cauliflower crusted pizza at your local favorite pizza place. I made a lot of pizzas and delivered them for Pizza Friday at school so our children could have pizza with the rest of their grade. So it's come a lot, it's come a long way in this time, but it's really helped their health, which of course is most important. And then my husband and I discovered that we aren't, although we're not celiac, we certainly have an intolerance to gluten. So we don't eat gluten as well.
Oh, okay. So, oh,
So
that's interesting. I was reading that you're also a wellness advocate. So what is your definition of a wellness advocate?
well, a wellness advocate is actually someone that is helping you promote the best way for you to be well and to take care of your health. I think as we go along in life, we all realize that we need that accountability partner. We need that advocate. We need that mentor, someone that's been there, someone that can help us with the knowledge that they've already acquired. And I love to be able to sit and talk with people about where they want to see their wellness in 6 months. What do they want to be doing in 5 years? So what services I can provide is I use doTERRA essential oils exclusively. I love their purity. I know that there's nothing that's been added to it. I know that I can trust them. And I also have so much information, and I've been fortunate to be able to be trained in so many different areas with doTERRA on essential oils that I'm really confident that I can help people to find out what oils are going to best help them with their health concerns. Also too, in making sure that they're taking supplements, that they've got a great probiotic that's going to help with their food. I think we can all agree that the food that our grandmothers had is not anything like the food that we have now. So we've totally changed how we've done food in the United States, especially in the last 50 years. And it's dramatically impacted our overall health and wellness. And we're not moving as much as we should be moving. So it's really important to be talking to people about getting out and just going for a walk. You know, you can't start something unless you take that first step. And so as a wellness advocate, I can help you with essential oils. I can help you with managing your stress. I can help you with, if you've got some issues with digestion, I can help you with essential oils that will help with that. I love to teach classes on green cleaning. I've moved all of my classes now to Zoom, which has been a lot of fun. I'm not a technology girl. So I know, Tonia, you're very sweet not to tell everybody I've contacted you like 4 times about this event, but it's something that I've learned and I've embraced it. I have my frankincense on, so I can do this today. But
I need some frankincense myself some days.
It's amazing how calming it helps me feel. And I love that. So, but being able to teach someone some really great recipes that are healthy. I make an amazing chicken salad. It doesn't even have mayonnaise in it. I use yogurt instead of mayonnaise. I put some lemon drops in it, chopped up chicken breasts, celery, Granny Smith organic apples. It tastes really great. And it's good for you. You can put it on a sandwich. You can eat it out of a bowl, or I like to put it on the romaine boat, so lettuce, and I get extra vegetables in there too.
Wow. So let's talk about your business. I see you created your business, what, 3.5 years ago?
Just to really your health and your everything.
Is Zoom acting up on me here?
I'm sorry?
I said Zoom is acting up on me here a little bit. Gotta love technology. You're like, I need some frankincense right now too. Okay, no, but I didn't want to cut you off on your last statement, but I was like, we were talking about your business. You started about 3.5 years ago, so I do apologize for our technology struggles. So Miss Rhonda.
No problem. So I got introduced to essential oils by, actually of all people, one of my dear friends who's also my chiropractor. And I immediately felt different and felt the health benefits of using, and frankincense was the first oil I gravitated to. And there's a lot of reasons why frankincense is supportive, but it really amazed me at how much better I was starting to feel with myself. I'd gotten into really kind of a rut, and I was doing too many things and not taking care of myself. I had no time for self-care, running here, there, and everywhere. And I think God always knew he was going to teach me patience. And so my 50s came about, oils came into my life, and I got to learn something very beautiful, but something very, very different for me. I'd already been doing the green cleaning, so this mirrored that really well by adding in a component of additional green cleaners and some really great recipes. But then to be able to say, you know what, I have learned a lot. I could be helpful. I can help people that are in the same situation I was in, to be able to take hold of their health and wellness. So I'm really excited because in this past month, we've invited 8 more people to join us with wholesale accounts. Some ladies are building their own businesses, and we're working with them on that, which is really exciting. But all of this, even though we're in this COVID-19 pandemic and we're not able to go out and about, people are still hopping on Zoom classes, and we offer these classes for the educational purposes. We'd love to share essential oils with you and help you get started. But to me, it's really all about the educational part. You know, if you don't have the information, you can't make an informed decision. So I love sharing this. And if someone says, oh, I don't know anything at all about essential oils, I'm like, come on, this is the class for you. It's called Basic Oils 101 for a reason. So I love sharing that and helping people out. And it's just made a huge difference in our life. And I see that I'm helping people. Like right now, I have someone on my team that's a nurse, and to know that I'm helping someone who's helping everyone else to help keep her self-care and to help keep her supported. Every day I wake up and thank God for that. And every day I go to sleep and thank God for that, because, you know, we're all here to help each other. That's the whole reason.
That's awesome. And I wanted, before we wrap up, what is the one thing, and I asked you this in the beginning, I said I might ask you again, what's the one thing that you want to leave with, leave our listeners with? Like, what's the one impact you would like them to know?
That you really can change your health and wellness. I mean, you really, really can. There are so many people, I think, that just get stuck in, well, my mom had this and her mom had this and her aunt had this, and they think they're just predestined to that. Yes, your DNA is going to help you with a lot of things. You're going to have a lot of challenges, but that doesn't mean that you're going to not be able to improve your health and improve your wellness. Better is better. So don't just think that because you might end up with something later on in life because of a family disposition, that there's no need for you to be taking a walk and exercising. I've been enjoying just watching the birds at my house, because just getting it back into nature and noticing all of that and being grateful. Gratitude can go such a long way in helping you with your overall health and your overall wellness. So I would love to help out however I can. If anyone wants to connect with me, of course, I'm on Facebook. I have my Hamall Oils and Wellness page on Facebook that's got lots of great information. We do events, we have classes, and I'm sure we'll be able to put a link with that as well. But I just think that, if you don't know anything about essential oils, come find out. Come see what all the buzz is about, because certainly essential oils they've gotten a lot of buzz lately. So I'm really, really proud to represent the oil that I think has changed everything for me. And that's, of course, the doTERRA essential oils. And I'm really excited about helping you on your wellness journey.
Well, thank you, Ms. Rhonda. We are just about out of time, and I wanted to say thank you for all your wisdom and your insight that you bring to us. And I definitely say I will provide all the links in the comments below.
Thank you.
So thank you for joining us. And also, before I close out, we will be updating our website with our new videos as we go. Check us out. We're on YouTube and we are on Anchor. I will have all the links provided, also to where you can find Ms. Rhonda and her Facebook groups. She has 3. I found 3 groups that she has on Facebook, and I will include her website. And I also would like to let you know she has some upcoming classes. So I will get with Ms. Rhonda before we wrap up everything and get all her links to her classes, her website, and information like that. So I want to say, anything last minute you'd like to say?
I hope everyone takes this time that we are all indoors to help rebuild the things that are important to you. I hope that you're reading and learning something. I hope that you're spending time with your family. I hope that you're doing some self-care. And I hope that once we emerge from all of this, that we're more grounded and more grateful. And thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, my pleasure, my pleasure. Thank you for all your wisdom, like I said. And again, we will be back with another episode of T&A probably in a week. with some new episodes. So, like I said, I'm always thinking off the cuff. So please come back, check us out, and thank you, Miss Rhonda, for your wisdom.
Thank you, Tonia. My pleasure.